has been well known that Meghan Markle was copying Flamingo Estate in great part for her own brand as ever.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it says open with care. Look at the packaging.
Oh my God, you gotta unbox it.
Open with care. Look at her calligraphy. It's so special.
Drew's doing an unboxing.
Oh,
what is that, Drew? Oh,
That's Archie's calligraphy.
It's in her calligraphy.
Oh, was she wearing a sock on her hand when she did that?
That's right. What is it? I can't believe you remember that.
Meghan Markle's products from her brand as ever.
Meghan Markle's As Ever product launch has just got mocked and roasted by the UK government. Now, why am I saying that? Well, let's get to what the Daily Mail is reporting right here. Meghan Markle was mercilessly mocked on Have I Got News for You as stars take aim at her As Ever brand and Netflix show before ridiculing Prince Harry over the Santa Bali scandal. And so Megsy is being ridiculed by the BBC.
All right, let's open it. Okay. So what it looks like. No, you guys, there's no wick. Wait, producer Kylie, there's no wick, right? Am I crazy? Where's the thing that I light? This has to be a joke. No, I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. You guys, this isn't a stunt. There's literally nothing to light in here.
It seems very much like a one-sided pursuit. Similar to a lot of other things we've seen with Meghan Markle, but especially like the Balenciaga show, it was a one-sided degree of interest here. But she was, according to some sources close to the situation, she was aggressively, persistently pushing to become an active partner.
So sick of your desperate bids to make money, including this latest email pleading for everyone to continue to buy Was Never products thanks to a 20% discount. This is not a life of service, Meghan. This is not changing the world. You're never going to fly in this industry, so maybe it is about time that you wake up.
A few things sold out. The honey, the apricot spread were sold out, but the cookie and crepe mix and the dead flowers and the teas were still in stock a few hours later. Now, there might have been like a lag, I suppose. I was just like refreshing the page every now and then to check, but it took a few hours, several hours, much longer for things to sell.
Some of the packaging I feel like is profoundly cheap. There's one in particular thing that I'm like, wow, she really missed out on not doing this, because even the cheap stuff I have downstairs also has this.
You guys, the drama that unfolded around Meghan Markle's so-called comeback is honestly the most spectacular self-own of the year. She expected the world to bow down to her new lifestyle brand, thinking it would be the headline of the week. But instead, the moment she opened her eyes that morning, boom, Flamingo Estate dropped their partnerships with Pamela Anderson and King Charles. Two names Meghan could never have imagined she'd be competing with, much less losing to. And the rejection wasn't quiet. It wasn't gentle. It was public, it was embarrassing, and it was brutal. It felt like the entire industry lined up to watch her fall flat on her face. Flamingo Estate didn't just move on, they moved up. They picked people who oozed authenticity, who had heart, and who had actual credibility. Pamela, an icon of reinvention. King Charles royalty with a purpose. Meanwhile, Meghan, she's been clinging to relevance like it's a lifeboat in a storm. Pamela's collaboration felt effortless. King Charles's felt rooted in legacy. But Meghan's? Oh, honey, it was already sinking under refund complaints, mismatched labels, and unhappy customers. And the comparisons came fast. Side by side, the difference was jaw-dropping.
Hey, Flamingo Estate have gone on and collaborated with two people, and these collaborations are a massive slap in the face to them.
Flamingo Estate came off elite and refined. Meghan looked desperate. She thought her title would elevate their brand. Instead, it exposed just how hollow hers really was. Before the public snub, Meghan had been pushing hard behind the scenes, cornering the founder in private meetings, talking like she was already in charge. It wasn't collaboration she wanted, it was control. Insiders whispered that she flaunted her title like it was a business degree, acting as if her presence alone should seal the deal. She wasn't asking about their mission or values, she wanted to know how fast they could elevate together, which everyone knew was code for how fast she could ride their prestige. One person summed it up perfectly. She wasn't there to partner, she was there to take over. By the end, Flamingo Estate didn't see an opportunity. They saw a problem. Some even said she felt toxic to be around.
Ultimately, they decided not to do business with the Meg, not the other way around, because
In those early talks, they had treated her like a real investor, showing her everything: sourcing, margins, packaging, charity models. But staff noticed something strange. Meghan wasn't interested in purpose or craftsmanship. She was obsessed with the look, almost like she wanted to copy the aesthetic, not the soul. And sure enough, when her brand as ever finally appeared, people inside Flamingo Estate couldn't help but laugh. The fonts, the jars, the color palette, everything screamed copycat. They weren't mad, just relieved. They hadn't signed anything, so there was no legal mess. But the message was clear. She'd borrowed their
Meg's products are cheap. In terms of the product, it's cheap, and then it's upcharged a lot. They are poor quality, and they feel like knockoffs.
look without earning their legacy. When customers started opening her products, it was chaos. Unboxing videos went viral, not in a good way. People laughed at the wasteful packaging, at the empty boxes, the cheap feel. What was supposed to be chic came off as tone-deaf, overhyped, and soulless. They mocked it even on air, calling it wasteful, environmentally ignorant, and just dumb. The luxury look was fake, because Flamingo Estate had heart, real farms, real gardens, real environmental purpose. Their honey sales even funded charities chosen by celebrity beekeepers. Meanwhile, Meghan had surface-level glam and zero depth. Her downfall was poetic. She didn't copy the meaning, she copied the style. Experts said it best. Flamingo Estate wasn't selling luxury, it was living it. Meghan was performing it, and the act collapsed fast. When she launched as ever, she thought she'd cracked the formula. She had beige tones, poetic taglines, handwritten notes. Everything looked calm and intentional. But behind that calm facade was chaos, warehouses scrambling, mismatched labels, suppliers changing ingredients at the last second. The team was drowning in deadlines. One employee even said they spent more time reboxing damaged jars than preparing new ones. Another said the jam wasn't even jam, it was runny, weird liquid spread. Quality checks ignored. Labels smudged. Candles inconsistent. It was all rushed to meet her perfect launch date. When those first refund requests poured in, her team thought, okay, normal. But within days, refunds were outpacing sales. Some customers returned their boxes before even opening them. That's how bad the reputation was. Investors panicked. Payment processors flagged it as risky. Retailers paused deals. Influencers quietly backed out. It was a meltdown in real time. And the worst part? The internet saw everything. Unboxing videos went viral, jars shaking, labels peeling, candles crooked. Influencers didn't hold back. They joked it looked like hotel jam, called it fake luxury, and even compared it to dollar store spreads. Some outright refused to post anything at all. It was death by virality. Meghan's curated perfection shattered by real people holding her products in real lighting. Her fatal mistake? She thought teenagers on TikTok would buy her $60 candles and poetic spreads. But the youth don't care about duchesses, and the adults who could afford it, they don't trust her. Those 3 5 to 6'5" luxury buyers, people who adore Martha Stewart, Jennifer Garner, Joanna Gaines, they saw through her immediately. Meghan's lifestyle felt like an act, not a legacy. Meanwhile, Pamela Anderson, yes, Pamela quietly outsold her. No drama, no overproduction, just authenticity. Pamela showed up as herself and won hearts instantly. Her products sold out not because of hype, but because people like her. That's the word Meghan can't fake, likable. Pamela's collab supported charities. Meghan's was pure profit. The contrast, devastating. And then came the ultimate sting. King Charles himself partnered with Flamingo Estate for a special High Grove line, combining royal heritage and sustainability. Real roots, real values. It wasn't just successful, it made Meghan's entire aesthetic look like a parody. The internet had a field day. Flamingo Estate chose the real royalty. That one sentence broke her illusion completely. Meghan had always wanted to be the modern, elevated version of the monarchy. But now, her father-in-law was thriving in the exact space she was trying to dominate. The irony was breathtaking. While Charles was celebrating craftsmanship and sustainability, Meghan was getting dragged for refund scandals and apricot soup disasters. Insiders said the mood inside her company turned dark. Sales flatlined, retailers backed out, influencers ghosted her, and her once loyal team, they were quietly giving up. Some said she blamed suppliers. Others said she blamed her staff or the public for not understanding her vision. But everyone knew the truth. The problem wasn't the market, it was her. Her entire brand lacked one thing that no amount. Even her closest supporters started whispering that As Ever was dead on arrival. The refund rates, the mockery, the public comparisons, it was too much. Now, word is she's planning a full rebrand. New name, new packaging, new message, everything except the one thing that would actually save her: humility. Because at the end of the day, the luxury world doesn't care about titles or PR gloss. It rewards authenticity. And Meghan Markle's biggest flaw has always been her obsession with looking perfect instead of being real. And that's what Flamingo Estate understood from the start. They didn't need a duchess, they needed depth. Meghan's empire of illusion finally cracked under the weight of its own performance. And this time, no carefully staged photo shoot, no poetic caption, and no beige candle can hide it. Flamingo Estate rose to the top by staying true to themselves. Meghan's brand collapsed because it never really was her. It was an imitation of everything she thought people wanted her to be. By the end, As Ever wasn't just a failed business, it became a symbol of her own unraveling image. Her fall wasn't about jam or candles or refund rates, it was about credibility, something money and titles can't buy. And as the dust settles, Meghan's reputation in the lifestyle world feels colder than ever. The Duchess who once wanted to outshine everyone ended up outshining herself in failure. The comeback she promised turned into a cautionary tale the whole industry's whispering about. Don't fake authenticity. The audience can smell it. Because in the end, Flamingo Estate didn't just reject her brand, they rejected the performance. And that might be Meghan's biggest heartbreak yet. Behind closed doors, Meghan's team reportedly went into full damage control. Meetings stretched for hours, tempers flared, and the word rebrand started circulating like a desperate prayer. But no one could ignore the truth the public had seen behind the curtain. The illusion of luxury had been shattered, and people weren't buying what she was selling anymore, literally or figuratively. Her brand, once hyped as the next big lifestyle empire, was now mocked online as never. Critics joked that her empire of jam had turned into a puddle of embarrassment. The memes flooded in side-by-side photos comparing her beige jars to Flamingo Estate's lush, vibrant branding. The difference was night and day. Meghan's brand looked sterile and lifeless, like someone had drained the soul out of it. What made it worse was how badly she handled the humiliation. Instead of taking accountability, insiders say Meghan started blaming everyone but herself. The suppliers didn't follow her vision. The marketing team didn't capture her essence. The customers were too cynical. But every time she tried to explain the failure, it only made her look more out of touch. Former employees whispered that working under her was like walking on eggshells. Every minor mistake was magnified, every delay labeled sabotage. One staffer allegedly said, "We weren't building a brand, we were building Meghan's ego." And when the refunds began piling up faster than orders, morale collapsed. By week 2, half the staff stopped believing the company could recover. Online, gossip accounts tore her apart. Influencers who had once posted flattering photos quietly deleted them. Lifestyle bloggers refused to collaborate. Even friendly media outlets began writing cautious pieces about her struggle to find footing. For a woman who had built her image on being untouchable, the silence was louder than any scandal. Meanwhile, Flamingo Estate flourished. Their products were selling out faster than they could restock, and every time they announced a new partner, the internet buzzed with excitement. Pamela Anderson appeared in soft-lit ads, smiling beside sun-kissed gardens. King Charles's collaboration, rooted in environmental sustainability, earned critical praise. The symbolism was devastating. Two figures Meghan once might have dismissed as outdated